Hey guys, apologies for the technical difficulties there. The last live stream just cut out on YouTube. It just completely blanked out, and there's no way to resume a video after you've done that. So, to the 30 or 40,000 people who got the email about the live, sorry, the link is going to be wrong. What I'm going to do is it'll take me a few minutes to put this new video back up on the page so that as many people as possible will see this new video. Thanks again, guys, for joining. And in the meantime, I'm going to hand it off to one of my colleagues while I do that back end work. Ben, are you able to take this live for about 5 minutes? Mm-hmm. Thanks. The last one cut out. I'm going to redo it.
So am I live right now?
You're live, yeah.
So what do...
It's just a Q&A.
Okay. Hey guys, not sure what happened there, so I'm gonna take over for the next couple minutes until Rob can get back to you. I'm gonna try and answer questions as they come up. I don't have the video, so we're just gonna get after them as they come in here. Hey, Rob?
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, be sure to write in, and I'm happy to answer them for you guys. No, barbershops are not open yet. So there, question number one, before you even have to ask. Yeah, there will be mounting points on the back for a rear rack. You will have to get the touring package through us though to make sure it fits. If you got the sterling silver bike, the crank arm spider, all that fun stuff is going to be silver. We either put out an update or we'll put one out shortly. But unlike the other colors, that are going to have the black drivetrain, the silver is going to have silver to match. I just saw a question come in. Sorry guys. Ignore my finger. So there's not going to be a spot for an extra external battery. Someone asked that on the last live I did. This bike is designed to be a cruiser. You can use it to commute, that sort of thing. But if you're looking to get 400 miles out of the bike, it's not the one for you. So no, we're not going to add an extra battery mounting spot for an external battery. The water bottle holder is a standard size. If you do not get the touring package, they are going to have the two nuts already placed in it, one on the seat tube and one on the down tube. So you can actually put up to 2 water bottle holders on there, and those are the standard size. So you will be able to add one, a third-party one if you wish, or add a second one if you already got the touring package. All right, so we get this question a lot. I live in Europe or I live wherever. What's the speed? So when the bike is sent to your country, it will comply with all the local rules and regulations that your particular country has. No, we can't just send you one with out of spec. It doesn't work like that. Liability would fall to us. What we will do is send you an update once you get the bike with instructions on how to change those settings for closed circuit and track use, right? Because if it's a closed circuit and track, there's no limits and you don't have to worry about anything. Now, what you do when you're outside of those two areas, the liability is then on you. But when the bike ships to your country, we will make it so that it complies with all local laws and regulations. So, another question that comes up is about the import duties. If you live in Europe, anywhere in Europe. We have a factory in Spain. That is the whole reason we have a factory there, so you don't have to pay the import duties from China. Now, it is up to you to do your own research on whether the particular country you live in has any duties on electric bikes coming from the country of Spain. So while you won't have to pay those crazy high ones from China, it's up to you to do your own research based on where you live to see if there will be one to be had. But if you live in Europe, your bike will come from the factory in Spain. Okay, just on your way back, come grab it. Last one I'm going to do real quick is homelessness, bike theft, an issue. People ask this all the time. It's exactly the same as a regular bike. There's no electric shock. There's no James Bond protection because it's an electric bike. If you lock it up poorly or with improper equipment, your bike can get stolen the same way that a normal one will. There's no GPS or crazy feature that prevents it from getting stolen. If you lock it up properly and safely, you'll be all right.
Thank you, Ben, for taking over. Had a bit of an emergency technical issue with the last live, as many of you may know if you were on there, so I had to get it reset up, about 10 minutes on the computer. Ben filling in, doing a great job. Let's see what's going on in the shop. And I will be getting to as many questions as I can afterwards. What is going on, Kaylee?
Hey guys, I'm just answering some chats right now, so if you have any questions for me, I'll be here till 5.
Heck yeah. So Kaylee's actually, what do you normally do? What's your job role?
I am the graphic designer, so any of the beautiful pictures and anything on the campaign page, I've designed it and tried to make it as easy to read for you guys as I can.
Oh yeah, what do you got there?
That's not mine. This is Jason's.
Sure. He's probably snorting lines just for your outro. So Kaylee is our graphic designer. Because of the absolutely huge influx of tickets, chats, everything like that, she volunteered to help out with that and has been crushing out most of the hours in the day doing that. Jay, what do you do here?
I'm the electrical mechanic, e-bike specialist. I am currently helping Kaylee answer some support questions that are technical questions that our customers are asking regarding our
Heck yeah.
bikes.
What are you doing back there? Why do you look so suspicious?
Are you doing it to me?
We filmed him this morning with a filter that puts these fake eyes that shift back and forth. Just messing with him. All right, I'll bring it back to the office and start answering those questions. Most of the staff is not in right now. They're out working remote, things like that. Hopefully this live won't cut out on us. Alright. So let's go back. Will the touring package be available later separately or only through Indiegogo? That's Rasta Guy. It probably will be available later. However, it may likely go back up to the full price. No guarantee on when we'll be able to do that because our focus is going to be 1,000% on just building many bikes and shipping them out to everybody. So we absolutely have our hands full. Anything we can do to kind of reduce the complexity of the entire project, we're going to do that. So if you want the touring package, I recommend getting your order in now. Good luck, Ben. Straight into the fire. Yeah, he did great, didn't he? What are the wheels made of? How deep are they? In the previous video, you said we can mount tire up to 32. But have you tested by any chance? Patrick, the wheels are aluminum. How deep are they? I don't know the exact depth of them. That's a spec I would need to confirm. We have not tried a 32 tire. We did try a Tanis 26, I believe, 700 by 26, and that was pretty good. We may have got one that was too firm. I would have liked it softer, but haven't tested a 32 yet. I think you'd be fine with it. Want to turn the Babymaker into a beach cruiser? Could you recommend or sell me a swept back handlebars and a comfort seat? Bill, I don't know an exact one offhand. There's loads and loads of options on Amazon or at bike shops. What I would recommend is getting the bike first, seeing how you like it, and then you'll be able to judge like what size handlebars I want, how far do I want the sweep, everything like that. And all those are super easy swaps. I think Spain is great. I live in Germany, so no additional cost besides the $249 USD for shipping. Yes, absolutely. IAM. That is why we did it. How do we go with warranty in Tasmania, Australia? Yeah, Martin, if you need anything from us, you can just reach out to us. As long as couriers go to your address, what we're going to do is stock some components in like major market locations, and the other ones we can airship. When is Rob coming back? I like Rob better. You better hope Ben didn't see that. He'll be mad. He's the one handling all the tickets right now, too. You better hope Ben, you don't have a request for Ben. Just logged in. Hope you can help me with this. Desert Lob. Yeah, please contact us. hello@flx.bike. The latest I know was the calibration on the display. Jason, our e-bike specialist, will be able to help out with that for sure. Is the Babymaker able to accommodate a Thule chariot, an actual baby carrier for the Babymaker? If it fits on a normal bike, I don't know that exact model. Thule chariot. I'll look it up though. Let's see here. So it looks like a standard mount that would clamp onto like the chainstay of the bike. I don't see any issue with that. If it goes on a normal bike, it will go on the Babymaker just fine. Someone wrote in German, it looks like, or Swedish. I'm not sure. I can't read that though. Kyle said, kick-ass job, Kaylee. Ask Ben if he's processed my refund for my first order. Replace it with the purchase of the Sterling Pro. Yeah, for specific order questions, please direct those hello@flx.bike. This is more to answer general questions. If you got a specific order question, take your order number from Indiegogo, email that to hello@flx.bike. Keep in mind there's going to be hundreds of people watching this, so we'll try and keep it to the questions that are applicable to everybody. Kaylee and Jake will be there. Will there be a stretch goal for 12 million? Nothing planned at the moment. We've kind of ran out of all the stuff we can offer right now, and it's full steam ahead just on building the bike. So at the moment, we don't have anything for that. Do you guys really like what you do as much as it seems like you do? Or do you have days when you just want to scream? Mark, I think in any job, you've got times when you just want to scream. There's absolutely ups and downs, and that's all part of the journey, I guess. You know, when you're riding a bike too, going up a big hill can be painful. We do get a lot of those. We get challenges every single day, and I think that's part of the fun, to be honest. Where'd you get your hair cut? I want one. Bill, our barbershops are open. The one I normally go to opened last week, so I went there yesterday. Parvon, the EU bike will ship with a nominal power of 250 watts and a 500 watt peak power, and you will be able to adjust the speed limit to comply with your local regulations. Just wondering, once assembly starts, will we be sent a more narrower shipment date? Adam, we will keep you updated as far as where we're at in production and things like that. However, saying exactly keeping track of every single bike out of the 8,000, exactly where that is, when it will be shipped, is something that is technically above our abilities right now. What we will do is send you a tracking number as soon as it leaves the end warehouse on its way to you. So as soon as it's with that courier and we have the tracking number, we'll be emailing that to you. So you will have a heads up saying, hey, it's on the way. This is your tracking number. And you'll be able to track it from there. I have a job trailer, so need to buy new hangers for it. What is the thread size on the rear axle? Thread size on the rear axle. I'm not sure offhand, Martin, but that's something I can write down. I'll just make some notes on the more difficult questions here that I don't know the answer to. Can we get an image of the final Sterling Babymaker Pro, even if it needs to be Photoshop edited to create the image? Mr. Yuchi, we will have that soon. As soon as the production bikes start rolling off the line, I'll be posting photos of them. So not just the Sterling, but also the highly requested black photos and the blue raspberry as well. Both highly requested. As soon as we get them, I will be sharing photos of those. It'll be super similar to what you see on the campaign page of that Sterling. Brown accents, silver color. I shared the chain rings with you guys in the update yesterday. Paul, all production Babymakers will get the kickstand. Is the Pro gonna handle New York weather and horrible pavement? I'm careful, but still. Ulysses, the Pro handles weather just fine, both the base and the Pro model. You can ride them in inclement weather, very, very strong rain. I do recommend after you're riding them in a lot of rain to give them a good wipe down. We do have a video about that as well. It's in the campaign, one of the earlier videos. Or if you just look up on YouTube, can you ride the Babymaker in the rain? You'll see a lot of info on that. The horrible pavement, it does not have a suspension, so you definitely feel the bumps. You feel every bump just like any road bike. So it's up to you how you ride and where you ride as well to assess how comfortable that will be for you. One thing you can do is get like a suspension seat post. Those can help with the bumps. There's quite a, there's almost limitless options with those. A lot of things that can kind of absorb some of the shock and smoothen your ride if you have rougher roads. Any thoughts on durability of the motor in driving in snow? Harmon, great question. So with snow, obviously you have water. After you ride it, I do recommend wiping it down, especially if you're riding in places where they like salt the roads. Salt's never good for any sort of metal. So I do recommend taking good care of the bike. If you want it to last longer, the better care you take of it, more you end up wiping it down and just keeping it clean, the longer things will last. I just took order of 2 of your Blade 2.0 and 1 Babymaker as well. I'm so excited. Do you know when they might come due to the coronavirus? Teddy, right now our production is not affected by the coronavirus. The Blade 2.0, those are estimated to ship, I believe, in August, and the Babymaker in October. So keep an eye out. We will keep you guys updated as we get closer to those. Loads of production updates on the Babymaker. So just stay tuned for more. Still on the fence, small versus large, 5'7", 31-inch inseam recommendation. Dave, I'm a 30-inch inseam, you're a 31. I ride the 23-inch frame. It fits me well. However, many people say that I should be on the smaller frame. To me, it's the same either way. Both would be very comfortable for me. For you, I bet it's the same thing. The safer bet is the smaller frame because you can always make that bigger. You can get, extensions of your stem. You can get steer tube risers. You can get different seats. However, a frame that's too large, there's nothing you can do to make it smaller. So 19 inches safer if you're worried about it, but either one should be fine. Can we get a Babymaker t-shirt when you reach 12 million? Melanie, we do have those for sale. If you click the accessories link in the bottom of any of the updates, you will find the t-shirt there. Hey Rob, great to see some Babymakers appearing in the wild at the Facebook group. Making me extra jealous and looking forward to getting mine. Babs, absolutely, we can't wait to get it to you. Teddy, did you answer my question and could you repeat it? Yes, Teddy, we have not been affected by coronavirus in terms of the production schedule. All of our factories have been 100% working. The Blade 2.0 is expected to ship in August, and the Babymaker that you just ordered around October. So stay tuned for more updates on that as we get closer to the dates. Thank you for the answer, Rob. Can't wait to get my Babymaker. Jose, at this moment, what can possibly happen to delay orders, trade war issues? Jose, that's completely speculative. Anything can happen. I could get shot tomorrow. Pete could get run over by a bus. Trade war. North Korea could launch nukes. I have no idea. There's an infinite number of things that could happen. You know, what will happen, if anything, we have no idea. Right now, all we can say is that everything is on track, and we're working our asses off to deliver according to those timelines. So just stay tuned. We don't expect anything crazy to happen. If anything does happen to push it back a little bit, we'll keep you guys updated. Any update for external battery extension? Nick A, at the moment, no. We're not planning it, but it has been highly requested, so we do have that top of mind. Thanks for all the updates in the live events. I love seeing the process and the bikes coming together. Thank you so much, Mark. Really appreciate that. Least you guys deserve is some updates to see where we're at in the process. I know the wait can be agonizing, but we try and keep it exciting for you guys as well. Are all the parts on the Sterling Pro going to be anodized like the brakes, levers? Also, if the touring package has been purchased, would the fenders be anodized? A-Cruise, great question. We're trying to make everything that we can match the aesthetic of the bike if it's possible and practical. We're doing it. The touring package, I believe standard touring package for all the bikes is going to be all black. So for that, the Sterling bikes, if you have the touring package, it's going to be the same color as all the others, black. We do have that in mind. It's highly requested, but at the moment, they will all be black. Did you guys decide on the color of the Babymaker label on the matte black? Ted, we're still discussing it, and Pete and I have been chatting about options there. The Babymaker in gloss black over the matte black. That's something we've been discussing, still discussing feasibility on that. So it's not 100%, but it would be really cool. So matte black finish on the bike and then a gloss black logo for a super stealth look is currently what we're leaning towards. Will the cargo rack that you're selling on the FLX website now fit on the Babymaker? No, Live, Love, Life Fit, it will not. It is a custom rack made just for the Babymaker. Will there be any Babymaker or FLX branding on the bike? Paula, yes, there will be an FLX logo on the side and a Babymaker logo on the down tube of the bike. You can see that in a lot of the photos. What you recommend for exercise in the neighborhood? Venom, depends on what kind you want. Just some cardio. You go out running, biking, surfing is fun. Anything that you enjoy doing and that you can commit to, I recommend doing that. I like to use resistance band for some muscle training, and then I go out and do some cardio, bike riding, skating, things like that. Joe, on my new Blade 2.0, the water bottle mount won't let me screw in far enough. I got the shortest screw I could get. Any solutions? Tap it. Joe, that's a great question. Please email us, hello@flx.bike, with some photos, including the screws you got. And if you have the specs for those, that would be great. And our e-bike experts will be able to help further with that. Would it be possible to get the Gates carbon belt in brown color to match the Sterling color bike saddle and handles? Bondi, hey, that's a great idea. Never even thought of that. I don't think that is possible at this point, but it's something I will keep in mind and we'll chat about with Pete next time we talk. Can the Babymaker battery handle cold winter weather? Mr. Yuchi, down to about -10 Celsius, which I believe is 0 Fahrenheit. The batteries are rated and they're tested down to that temperature to perform. The lower the temperature gets, especially when you get really low, you will lose some battery capacity just during that day while it's at the low temperature. You won't be able to discharge as much. However, once it warms up, it'll be back to normal. Thoughts on extending the stem for a more upright ride? Bill, yes, you can do that. You can get a part called a steerer tube extension, and then you can like stack unlimited amounts of those, really. The wire will be the limiting factor there. You should have a few extra inches, though, on the wire if you want to bring it up a few inches. Bill, is the seat post tube a normal size for fitting a suspension seat post? Yes, it's 30.4 millimeters in diameter, Bill. So if you do look for a seat post, find one that fits that spec. Excuse me, got something on chat here. Just 1 second here. TRP hydraulic disc brakes for Babymaker Pro drop bars. May you please explain the positioning of the ideal spot on the drop bars? Yeah, I'll actually show you that. If you come with me to the shop, what the thinking is with drop bar brakes. So here we've got a Babymaker Beta drop bar brakes, and my understanding, in my opinion, is that this upper portion of the bar should be pretty much parallel to the ground, 0-degree angle, and the hoods should follow that line forward. That's going to make it so that you can rest your wrists on the bar if you wanted. You can hold them like that. You can hold it down like this and grab the brakes from the top. See here? And you can also get down on the drop and grab the brakes still with your fingers. So these are that's the Beta bike. The Pro bike will be mounted like that as well. You may have seen in our campaign page or some of our photos, videos, marketing material, that those brakes are mounted in a different spot. That's because the guy who made those handlebars, who wrapped those handlebars, needs to be taken out and beaten. He did a terrible job. He put them in the wrong place on our prototype bike. So every single one that's come into our shop, we've had to rewrap. The guy who wrapped the first ones did not have experience with it. But yeah, they will be in the correct location. A very what's the word for it? Ergonomic location on the production bikes. Will you keep replacement batteries available to order in 2 or 3 years? Yes, Ian, we will. And we shipped our first bikes originally in 2016. We still stock components for those today, 4 years later. So we plan on stocking components for all of the bikes we've ever made for the history of the company, which is indefinitely. No plan on leaving anytime soon. What is the power measurement of the hub motor? 350 watts nominal and 500 watts peak power. Do y'all repair tires? Popped my tire going down Miranda yesterday. Kyle, we don't repair tires that I know of. We replace them usually. So we do have replacement tubes and tires for most models. We're going to come in and try that out. Does the 2-year warranty cover all the parts, including shipping to Germany? Pascal, yes. If it's a part that's covered by warranty, usually we cover the shipping just fine. If you're in Germany, we understand that. So what we're gonna do is keep a stock of parts in Europe. If we don't have the part there, then we'll airship it directly from our suppliers or our factory to you, where we'll cover the cost. Now the 2 years, that is if you get the extended warranty. The normal warranty is 1 year, so there's no confusion there. What size would you recommend somebody that's 5'5"? That's going to be the 19-inch frame. What's your favorite color? I see you on the pink a lot. P.S. Ordered 2 Babymakers for the wife and I. Bill, the pink, the berry color is my personal favorite. The reason is not many folks, especially guys, will rock the pink bike. And for me, that's kind of special. It's kind of like my statement of, just taking whatever color I like. So you get a lot of attention when you're on the pink bike, and I like the attention. I enjoy it. I love it. The bike's enough of a head turner as is, and when you rock up with that hot pink, it gets a lot of smiles and starts a lot of conversations. What happened to your hand? Paul, great question. Recently had Mike, the sales guy, drop off. We used to have a punching bag at our original office here. And then it went to his house, and I had him drop it off this week. So I took some time on the punching bag on Tuesday, and it was my first time in a while. So my hands aren't as tough as they used to be. So I got some punching bag welts there. How much do you bench? Dave, my goal is 3 plates. I still haven't hit it yet. I think the latest I was on was 295. 3 plates is 315. Lost the spot in the comments here. I'm going to try and catch up here, so I have to go through these a bit quicker. Y'all are way faster than me. All right. The accessories will all be black. I ordered black bike, correct? What price will the Babymaker be once the deal is over? We'll be raising those up to our retail prices. We just keep raising them up every once in a while. So retail price is $2,000 and $2,500 respectively for the base and pro model. Are you still supervising the Rampage quality and delivery? Patrick, yes. The Miles Rampage electric skateboard, yes. Still supervising that. I can't spend as much time as I used to on that, so I've had to rely on my co-workers, Jason especially, for most of that. But we do have a shipment on the way that should be arriving in the next 2 or 3 weeks. What's the next promo when you reach your goal of 12 million? Everybody gets to take a day off and get one good night of sleep. At this point, we don't have a stretch goal for 12 million. Is the blue raspberry color pretty close to your shirt color? Yes. Yeah, we'll be maybe a little bit lighter than this, but yeah, that's a great point. It would be very close to this. Slightly more teal than blue, as you see from this one. What's up, Eugene? How you doing? How is your Babymaker doing? I think you need to make a matte black on the Blade 2.0 and a colorful one and a satin white one. Your lineup would look so good. Teddy, we do have a matte black Blade 2.0, and I've actually shared a photo of it in one of the campaign updates about 5 updates ago. If you scroll through those, you'll see that. You keep saying production bikes. Are you going to provide the beta owners with the perks? Lethal Jesus, at this point, my answer to that is no, just because I do not know which ones would be compatible and not. So for now, those are just for the production bikes. When are you coming back to the Bay Area? Would love to meet you and test a Babymaker. I'm not sure. Maybe in the next van trip. Peloton is out here getting money right now. Would you guys ever create an indoor bike? Never thought of it, Antonio. But we'll keep it in mind. How much would replacement belts cost? They'll be reasonable, Jiffer. The last belt I saw for a Blade was like $100 retail price from another shop. But they're so durable that it's like they can last, what is it, like 15, 20,000 miles is what a lot of people online are saying. They're rated to last like 3,000 miles, which is quite a long time. Several years for most people. That's what they're rated to, and most people go like way longer than that. I have a Flash V1 commuter bike, and I have the exact same problem with my, and I have the same exact problem with my battery. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm 280 pounds. How much distance do you think I could get out of full battery charge right at full power? MJ, I've got no idea how to answer that. For me, I'm 160, and if I'm in level 5 and just pushing everything I got, you know, max speed, I'll do about 20 miles. So for you, it'd probably be a little bit less than that. You're maybe looking at 10, 15 mile range, depending on your terrain and everything like that, if you're just doing, you know, maximum power from the motor. What are the brake pad specs? Would I be able to purchase additional ones direct from FLX shop? A-Cruise, I don't have that detailed of information as far as the exact spec on the hydraulic brakes at this moment, but yes, you will be able to purchase additional ones either from us or from online, you know, Amazon, and most bike shops will have compatible ones as well. Is there an anti-theft device? No. For the love of God, stop repeating yourself. Sorry, Felix, a lot of the questions get asked multiple times, so I'm doing my best to provide answers for the questions as they come in. Hey, Brian, great to see you here. Hope you're enjoying the bike. Are you working on an electric dirt bike that can give you a lot of power, kind of like a stealth bike? Not at the moment, John. How will the bike look with the touring perk? It'll look like it does now with just a bunch of other stuff on it. If you want that sleek look, you don't need. You can just leave the touring package off if you want. If you want the functionality, though, you can put it on. What's the best way to put in a change request? I placed the order with Indiegogo a few days ago. Dale, please email us hello@flx.bike with your request. Your recent video on hill showed a running start and a recommendation to angle downhill first to get momentum. What if you're doing a hill start in traffic and can't angle? How difficult is it? Paul, it depends on, you know, your weight, your strength, your abilities, the steepness of the hill. So many different factors. I'm just giving you techniques to make it easier. Everybody's real world situation is going to be a bit different. What I can say is compared to a normal bike, even a bike with gears, with all the gears, you're going to have a much easier time on the Babymaker getting up that hill, no matter the situation, than you would on even a regular bike with a full set of gears. Whoa. Any chance of shipping the Sterling version raw unpainted? Jeff, at the moment, no, they will be painted. Part of that is kind of corrosion resistance, but also just to make the production uniform. We've already got 6 colors, 2 frame sizes, standard and pro, 2 dropper sizes. So already 48 combinations, 48 unique SKUs, plus the touring package or not. To make, so already our production is as complex as we want to make it. We will not be adding any more complexity to the current production plan. Would I be able to change my bike color choice? Yes, MJ, we'll do our best to accommodate that if you email us hello@flx.bike. We're getting a ton of change requests for colors and things like that, so I recommend please look at the colors carefully, choose the one and the size that's best for you when you do order. Excuse me. How do we come in for a test ride? Should we email for an appointment? Thomas, you can just walk right in. Please wear a mask. We are observing the CDC guidelines right now for Corona, but we're open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Lethal Jesus, so a kickstand won't fit a beta. No, there are no kickstand mounting points for the kickstand that we're using for the beta. However, there's a load of aftermarket options you can get that clamp on to the frame. They're clamp on kickstands that you'll be able to find for the beta. And those are usually like 10, 20 bucks. How's the ride with an empty battery compared to a regular bike? Ian, it's just like a regular single speed bike. So if you've ridden like a beach cruiser before, it's just like that. The gearing is slightly higher than a typical beach cruiser, so it will operate a little bit better, slightly higher speeds than you would ride a beach cruiser. How often do you use the Babymaker? Not nearly as much as I want to, Marius. I would like to ride it every day. However, sometimes I'll go 3-4 days without riding one. Also go 3-4 days, maybe 2 or 3 days without a shower these days, just because I've been doing 18-hour days here at work with the campaign. There's been so much going on. As soon as it ends, though, I'm looking forward to regaining at least an hour or two a day for those leisure activities like bike riding. Is Babymaker made in the US or China? I'm in Canada. Duties will vary depending on whether it's within NAFTA countries. At Glen, the Babymaker for Canada will be made in China, assembled in China with parts from all over the place. Then we ship it from there in a container to you in Canada. Did you just come in from filming the latest update? Loving the fresh content, much appreciated. No, Rex, I actually filmed that yesterday, but I'm still wearing the same shirt because I haven't showered yet. I'll try and be getting in a workout today from my shower after work. Just loving it, Rob. It is a sweet ride, more than I expected. Awesome, Brian. I'm so excited to hear that. Brian was in yesterday's update, featured in yesterday's update. He got his Babymaker and he's loving it. He said it's like a bullet. Jorge, yes, we will be sending the batteries internationally and even stocking batteries. So if you're in Spain, we'll be stocking batteries and other components within Europe. If you need anything, you can just reach out to us and we'll send it to you. I've ordered Kiwi Green Babymaker. Are there many Babymakers ordered to Northern Ireland? Eric, I don't know exactly how many, but we definitely have multiple orders to Ireland. Hang on, I've got one chat to send. Are you guys going to explore other options for other types of batteries that would be smaller and last longer in the future? John, absolutely. We want to make the absolute best of what's available and technology-wise and on the market. So you bet as soon as new battery technologies come out and are feasible, we will definitely be using them. At the moment, the cells we are using are the absolute highest capacity battery cells that money can buy for the Babymaker. So you bet you're getting the highest energy dense battery available for both Pro and base model. Hi Rob. Hey Jan, what's going on? Does the new 28 mile per hour maximum speed affect the length of our battery use or affect the battery in any way? Brian, it should not affect the battery in any way or the length of the battery use. Unless you're really cruising at those speeds, you probably won't notice a difference. Most people won't be able to cruise at 28 miles per hour because you got to really be moving your feet to hit that speed and maintain it. I don't imagine most people riding consistently at that speed. Grab onto the backward taxi, start your run up the hill. Great one, a cruise, great method. I did do that quite a bit when I rode about 500 miles on a normal bike around this island. It was hell. That's part of the reasons why I got into e-bikes originally and stopped riding my bike long distances because the hills killed me. Will Singapore have US motor setup? Jan, it will ship to comply with your local regulations. For Singapore, I believe it's similar to EU regulations, 25 kilometer per hour speed limit and 250 watt motor. There's truth to what Rob says about Babymaker and hills. Thank you, Lethal. It absolutely crushes the hills. For the beta droppers, is there the ability to upgrade the control unit or its firmware? Casey, not that I know of. There are some settings that you can modify in there, which if you're in that Babymaker beta group page on Facebook, I've posted some videos about that, and you can check that out. Other upgrades are kind of up to what you'll be able to find. That's all I know at the moment. Is there a maintenance self-care plan video or instructional guide? Whoa, lost comments. That's something we'll be working on. So like the video I posted today, just some tips about hill climbing. We will also post tips about maintenance. Also, any kind of common maintenance procedures. We'll be posting videos. If you saw, there's one how to change the rear tire, for example, how to change the battery out. We'll basically make anything that comes up. If somebody needs help with it, we'll just make a videos with a complete instructions how to do it, and we'll be sharing that on our YouTube channel and quite likely a dedicated page for Babymaker maintenance knowledge. Any plans for a range extender? Felix, no, not at the moment. I really do enjoy the sleek look of the standard bike too. Did the puddles drench you more during rain when you tested it without the front rear fenders? Alexander, I got completely soaked. I didn't have any fenders, anything like that, and it was pouring down torrential rain. Lucky I had that like yellow jacket on, but yeah, I was completely soaked. I would have been soaked regardless if I had fenders or not, just because it was raining so much. If you do ride through mud and stuff like that, the fenders would definitely be a good idea. How big are the tires of the Babymaker? 700 by 28C. Which bike is your favorite? Definitely the Pro. I'd probably get the Pro. The Pro with upper in berry pink. Maybe tangerine. No, it's not like a beach cruiser. It pedals way harder. Lethal Jesus. That may have to do with the gear ratio. So it's geared slightly higher than a beach cruiser. So it will feel harder at lower speeds and it will feel easier at higher speeds. Glenn, get a hold of me for Canada. What's the difference on the upgraded controller? The updated display. So that's something, it's got like new firmware. It's got more durable buttons. I think I put the full details on the update. In terms of actually like what you'll see and stuff, it's pretty similar, but it's a like a brand new model that's been in the works. So kind of like if you imagine switching from iPhone 8 to iPhone 9, fundamentally they're the same, but you know there's some distinct differences that do make the new one better. Kind of lost in the comments here. Oh. I think us beta owners are screwed. Lethal Jesus, you're not screwed at all. The beta owners, you guys got the bikes already. You don't have to wait for them 6 months like everybody else to get the bike from when you ordered. So if anything, you're getting a sweet, sweet opportunity to ride the bike and shape the future of the bikes as well. I saw somewhere the batteries are made by Samsung. Is this true? Vin, we use only the top 3 battery manufacturers. Personally, I don't share this information, exactly which one we choose, try and keep things under wrap, but it's either LG, Samsung, or Panasonic. Those are the only 3 battery cells we use, and we just use the best of whatever's available at the time we make it. G Lover, unblocked from the Babymaker VIP Facebook group. Need to live out my Babymaker fantasy with the awesome community. So G, I'm not sure exactly what's happened with you there. We do have some rules in there, and the moderator who's not associated with FLX, he does his best. I'm talking to him every few days about taking it easy on people. Sometimes it can get a little overzealous, but he's really just trying to keep it clean and positive in that group. So if you do have a question about it, you can reach out to the moderator. How does a person use the Babymaker to make a baby? Why? How did you come up with this name? Randall, it's a bit of a disclaimer. When people see you on it, they may want to have your babies. True story. Somebody said, I believe it's a Babymaker because of what it does to hills. Hi, I live in a Spanish island, Canary Islands. Do you think it's going to be a shipping surplus? Jorge, I do believe it will be a shipping surplus for the Canary Islands. If I'm correct, we did have orders there in our last Indiegogo campaign, and it was like a few $100s extra per bike to ship there. Who ensures the production quality if everything is being manufactured overseas? How often do you guys check in with the China factory? So Derek, we actually have boots on the ground in China. We'll have people there for our production. We have a production manager that we work very closely with. Also, 2 of our engineers who are constantly at the factory checking on things. So they'll definitely be there for production. And we may also hire another dedicated person whose sole job is only to be there and just be there to inspect every single bike and make sure that the standards that we lay out are being followed strictly. Thanks for answering all our questions. Get back to work and make some bike. Love you guys. Bill, thank you very much. This is part of the job, communicating with you guys. As you notice, if we don't communicate, that's not good either. So try and find a good balance between the communication and all the other work that goes on. This is the least we could do to keep you guys updated in the process. Thanks again for all the updates and your commitment to keeping us informed. I wish supporters would check the FAQs so you don't have to keep answering the same questions. Appreciate the FLX team. Coach Clark, boy, I wish that as well. Unfortunately, I think in this day and age, most folks are trained, I guess, to get immediate answers to everything, and that's okay. We'll do our best to keep up. But yes, all the answers, not all of them, like 80% of the stuff we talk about can be found in FAQ. What does the upgraded display look like? Felix, I posted that in an update. Wow, probably like a month and a half ago, like 6 weeks ago. It should also be in the campaign page in the stretch goals section. You will see a photo of it there. Rob, there was supposed to be a price increase a few days ago, but there was no increase. What happened? Trevnod, you may not have been paying close enough attention, but we did, in fact, increase the price of the base model. Why is it taking so long to produce the smaller frame Babymaker on your same height? And I think the 23-inch looks big on you. Sonny Diego production is taking the exact same amount of time as all the bikes. If you noticed, we have not posted photos of any complete production bikes, 19 or 23-inch. We don't have anything against the 19-inch frame at all. As soon as either one of those are done, we will be sharing photos. Do you have to pay extra import taxes? Marius, if there are import duties for your specific country, you will be liable for those. For Europe, we're producing them in Spain to reduce or eliminate those. For America, there's none. Canada may have a little bit. Australia, New Zealand may also have their own as well. So please check with your country's import laws on that. No, we will not be putting a bigger motor on the Babymaker in the future. Right now, we're super happy with the 350 watts, 500 watts max power. Thanks, Rob, for connecting. Any plans for e-time machines so we can jump forward to October and get riding? I wish, Paul. I wish, if only. Let me catch up here. Rowena, you missed my question. Thanks, Rob, for connecting. Any plans for an e-time machine? Here we go. Hey, Rob, idea when you reach the 12 million, a 2-year warranty. That is an option right now for purchase. Rowena, why don't you respond to a valid warranty claim? Thank you. Please email us, Rowena, hello@flx.bike. Any order specific questions, reach out there. One thing on the warranty, it covers things from defect or just that stop working by themselves. It does not cover wear and tear. Are the rims double walled? Geo, great question. I don't have that answer. Lethal Jesus. Lethal Jesus, having issue with your beta. How many betas did you sell? We did have quite a few betas, but yeah, please reach out to us. hello@flx.bike. Jason, our e-bike technician, will be able to help out with that. And we do stock all the components for the betas as well as the production models. If you do have an issue with it, it's very urgent that you tell us now, so we'll be able to investigate that and find out a better solution to that. Looking forward to the Babymaker, but also interested in the Rampage. Site currently only has 6.5-inch wheels. With the next shipment, you mentioned have the board with 8-inch wheels. Matthew, we'll try and keep it Babymaker specific, but for now, no, the next shipment should just be the 8-inch wheels. Rowena, my hubby Fritz, trying to get a response or decline from you on his warranty claim for drivetrain and FLX Trail Special Edition from 7/2019. Rowena, yeah, please, live is not the appropriate forum for this. For that, please contact us, hello@flx.bike. Whatever it is, our support guys are trained up. I remember giving a response to Fritz in the Babymaker group. It sounded like a wear and tear thing, so we'll leave it at that for now. Hi Rob, I'm 6'2" with a 23-inch Babymaker, be fine for me. Also, do you like kiwi green color? 6'2", yes, 23-inch is the one for you. We've had guys much taller than you on it who've said it's quite comfortable for them. Very configurable if you want a longer seat. If you want to stretch out this stem, you can do that as well. The kiwi green color is fantastic. I absolutely love it. So I moved to the States. How do I increase the power on my EU model? Trevnod, you'd be very hard pressed to notice any difference in power at all on that EU model. It is spec for the nominal 250 watts. And you can adjust the speed limit to comply with your local regulations. Rumor has it when you hit 12 mil, Sarah Grace and Evan get a Tesla and have to settle with an autograph picture from your skateboard. Nice one, Brian. So max speed will be 28 mile per hour instead of 25 mile per hour. Yes, Terrence, it will be 28 miles per hour for all the production bikes. Is a carbon frame anywhere in the Babymaker future? That's something we've got in mind. We've had a few requests for that. At the moment, it's a low priority, but we definitely have it in mind. You ever thought of building a light into the frame, both in the back and front? Steve, that's been highly requested. At the moment, it's too late to change our production. It'll also make it a lot more complex, which we're not looking to add any more complexity at this point. Our goal is to produce the bikes with as high quality as possible and get them to you as soon as possible. Any chance of doing a video on locking the bike up from baby nappers, best locks to use on the Babymaker and avoid ransom? My girlfriend and I are getting twins. Fantastic, Tony. That's a great video idea. If you guys got any videos, ideas at all, or suggestions for things you'd like us to look into, please let me know in the comments on Indiegogo. I do read most of those as well, or Facebook, YouTube. Do you plan to sell the rest of the FLX lineup in Europe? Jorge, eventually, yes. Exactly when, I'm not sure, but with the Babymaker push, we're moving a lot of bikes into Europe. Our production as well for the Babymaker will be there, so that's probably something in the near future for us. Pro is showing sold out. Let me check with Ben on that. Ben's on inventory. Pro is showing in stock for me. If you buy 2 Babymakers, do you have to pay double of import taxes? Marius, yeah, if you bought 2, if your country does charge those, you're probably looking at it twice. How far does the stem on the Pro increase to? Trev, so the limiting factor there will probably be the wire length on the Babymaker, and there should be a few inches extra wire length. What I recommend is getting the bike first, seeing how it fits you, and then seeing both what will fit in terms of upgrades, so you be able to assess how much extra wire you've got, and 2, what you need for it to be even more comfortable for you. How often will we post updates once the campaign is closed? Scott, definitely not every day. As much as I love it, it does take an incredible amount of time. So I'll probably start doing that once a week and also get our other team members involved in that process. So I'll be able to save some of my time for more of the production-facing aspects of the business. I ordered a base model and now I'm having remorse for not getting the Pro model. Is there a chance I can upgrade it to Pro in the future? Jeffrey, no, the base model, you won't be able to upgrade it in the Pro, like once you get it or anything like that. And we've already submitted everything for production. If you need to change it, I recommend getting that in now. You can email us, hello@flx.bike. But please choose the bike that you want. Upgrading a base to Pro is not something that will be easy or possible to do yourself. Jorge, it's actually not the Bafang motor, it is the Ikema motor. Video idea, I want to know more about good locks like Kryptonite, how they're rated by what it takes to beat the locks. Ben, great idea. There are dedicated channels to locks. There's one, I forget the name, it's called like the Lock Whisperer or something like that. But this guy just takes locks all day, every day. Way more experience than we do. So he may be able to recommend a better lock than we even could. What information can the little onboard display show to show battery voltage? It does not show the voltage. It shows how many bars are left on the battery. I believe up to 5 bars. It shows your max speed, your current speed, your odometer, your trip meter, and your pedal assist level. Can we install our own integrated lights? Scott, no, I don't think that's possible. You can install like third-party lights though. I want to say thank you for your honesty and feedback to the customer base, and for that I've just ordered after not being sure. Awesome, Trev. Great to hear that. Thank you so much, Felix and Trev. Really appreciate it. According to Jason, you don't have displays for the betas. That's something we'll be able to get, Desert. So please work with our team there. Whatever you need, we will get you back. Wow, finally caught up on the comments. And my face is starting to hurt already. I'm going to do about 10-15 more minutes of this live, and then I do have a bit more work to do before getting out of here. Hopefully for a workout. I have a to-do list, by the way, that's like a mile long. It's insane. I literally have to-do lists for my to-do list, and it just never ends. It's a good day for me when my to-do list gets smaller and not bigger. You're doing a great job. Hope you get some rest once the campaign closes. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Scott. We are doing our best. We're all humans here, so not everything's perfect, unfortunately, as much as we want it to be, but we're doing our best. Thank you very much for that. We hit 12 million, getting close. Bill, that's the goal. That's the goal. I'm very confident that we can do it. We're working hard. We're going to make it happen. Desert, thanks for the answers. No, thank you. Thank you for your support and writing. Where's take a shower on your to-do list? Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of other priorities that just come up that are more important than that. So things like solving problems, answering questions, most of the times take precedent to my own personal human needs. I live in London. If I order one, do you change the speed? Aaron, it will come with a legal speed limit for London, which is 25 kilometers an hour. And you'll be able to adjust that for your local regulations. How do you go from fitness model to bike guy? Trev, I have my hand in a lot of pots. I just do whatever I enjoy doing. Bikes, speed, building things, all part of my hobbies. Fitness as well. So I just do the things I love. What's the seat height adjustment max, Jeff? The seat height, I think the seat is like 12 inches long. The seat post is like 12 inches long. You want to have that inserted about 4 inches. So that would give you a max height, max length, extension, whatever, of about 8 usable inches. However, if you need something longer than that, like if you're taller, you can always just get a longer seat tube and swap that out in about 5 minutes. It's a 30.4 millimeter diameter seat tube, by the way. Excuse me, can you change the handlebar from bullhorn type to a straight one in the future? Jorge, you'll be able to make a load of adjustments to your bike and customize it how you like. And then it just comes to a question of how much time and money you're willing to put into it. But you can really do some cool things with the bikes. I've reposted some of the Q&As in the comment section. Thank you, Coach Clark. What did I miss? Just a bunch of question and answers. You'll be able to replay this if you scroll back. Hi, Rob. Love the chats. Bottom line pro for Australia. Hoping we can hack the display and upgrade to Bluetooth. Thank you, Ryan, Scott. Appreciate that. As far as I know, there is no Bluetooth function on the display, and that won't be possible, but you may be able to find a display that is compatible with it in the future, which may have a Bluetooth function. Eric, you're doing great. Keep it up. What will the new bonus goal be? Eric, we don't have a bonus goal at the moment. Maybe a shower for me. We export the Babymaker to Europe. Taxes are high if I buy it from the US. Juanma Izquierdo. We're going to be building the bikes for Europe in Spain for the specific reason of saving you or eliminating those import duties for you. So Spain is where it's coming from. If you want to look into if your country charges any import duties there, I expect for many countries in Europe there are no import duties from Spain. So check that out. Missed the answer regarding weighing 280 pounds, or do I need to lose weight? Steve, we test the frames to 270 pounds. You're real close to that. I personally wouldn't imagine any issues. Officially, I can only tell you up to 270 pounds though. So it's up to you. A lot of folks do and enjoy the triumph of having lost some weight, so I will leave that up to you. How long does the battery from the Babymaker last? It will maintain 70% of its life after 500 charge cycles. That's what the battery cells are rated for. Do you often look your friends in the eye and ask, do you want to ride my Babymaker? Because I sure will. Alexander, I'd like to do that with strangers. I think that may be the next video idea. What's next after Babymaker? Bigger and better, more bikes, more people. Keep sharing that mission. Bill Hartman, a nap. Yes, thank you, Phil. I apologize, this isn't in the FAQ. Did I hear that people are going to visit and take a test drive? Where is that? Yes, if you're in San Diego, you can have a test ride. Just look us up, Google Maps, FLX bike. FLX bike, and you can come visit us. The hours are on there as well. Trev nod, 8 usable inches. God, I wish. Joseph, hey Rob, can't wait to get the Babymaker Pro to help with the wind riding along the Jersey Shore. Have you had the chance to visit New Jersey? Joseph, I have not visited New Jersey. I've been in New York, but not New Jersey. Closest I've been is the airport there. How do you like biking in the SF Bay area? Terrence, it was awesome, just crushing up the hills. Really, really, really blessed to have been able to do it on an electric bike, because I've done it on normal bikes before and it sucked. Enjoying the Facebook group and the YouTube updates for some sunny weather here in the UK for when my Babymaker arrives in October. Thank you very much, Melanie, and we can't wait to get you the bike. Can I get a royalty for my suggestion that your next bike be called the Procreator? Maybe if we name it that. 15 mile per hour for London sucks. No, is there a way to up the speed besides being max at 15? Ron J, you will be able to adjust it to comply with your local regulations. If your local regulations are above that, you'll be able to do so. That's great news. I'm from Spain and I love the Babymaker. I need some water. I'm getting to the point where my body doesn't move as fast as my brain. Will there be a throttle? No, Tahir, there will be no throttle. Is the motor limited to 28 miles per hour or can it be hacked to go faster? Will the thrill? It will be limited to 28 miles per hour. I don't know of any hacks at the moment to make it go faster, but I imagine there may be some people that figure something like that out and share it. Could a Babymaker beat a Blade in a drag race? No way. No way in hell. The Blade has got about 5 times more power. It's our flagship high-speed bike, kind of like the drag racer that we have in our lineup. Look forward to taking my Babymaker up to the Scottish Highlands and going for an amazing ride. Might also go on the bike. That would be awesome. Video idea for Pride Month. 2 dudes talking about riding each other's Babymakers and how great it is in public places. I like it. I've actually also had that video idea, just haven't implemented it, talking about each other's Babymakers. Kept seeing your ads, but now I'm intrigued and want to do a test ride. I really like the selfie EV approach. Would like to see some weight come out of the bike still. I know the batteries are heavy. MMDC. There's not much room to decrease the weight at all. What you could do is get a few carbon components if you want to bring it down a little bit. Carbon seat post. You could get a seat that's like carbon, less weight, less comfortable. Carbon bars. You could do that. You could do carbon wheels if you want to spend a lot of money. But again, you won't be reducing more than 3 or 4 pounds. A guy can dream. Are the tires standard size? Can we get tubeless? The tires are 700 by 28C, and you can probably find a tubeless kit for that. No, I'm not familiar with Street Strider. Do you sell the battery and the off-bike charger so I can switch in and out if possible? Nicholas, we do sell the battery and extra charger. I believe we're working on something so you can charge it outside the bike for the extra battery. However, keep in mind, it is a process to pull the battery out and stick a new one in. If you're handy with it, you've done it a few times, it's like a 10 to 15 minute process. So it's definitely not a quick swapping battery by any means. Would you and the FLX team plan a trip to various locations to gather fellow Babymaker riders? I would love to do that. I've done it once before, kind of a road trip to meet up with FLX riders, and I've been sharing about that on the updates. But yeah, in the future, if time permits, that would absolutely be awesome. If people let me know where you're at and something interesting about you, it'd be really cool to meet up and even arrange some group rides as well. Maybe next year when the weather warms up, everybody's got their bike. Is Babymaker the only available bike to the public with the battery hidden in the down tube at the moment? No, Eric. There's a few bikes with batteries in the down tube. Our original bikes as well have a battery in the down tube. However, not as well integrated, not as stealth. We've always had like a bigger battery in the down tube that you can kind of pull off and on. But it's always a huge down tube compared to the Babymaker. All of our bikes are very sleek compared to normal electric bikes, but compared to a standard bike, you can definitely tell the difference if you know what electric bikes are. The Babymaker, however, is one where you don't really know, is it electric or not? Does the battery use cells? If so, what are they? Yes, we use 18650 cells, the highest capacity ones you can get. Will there be an extended life battery in the future? Tahir, there is no possibility of extending the battery life with current technology. We're using the absolute highest energy density you can get. In the future, once like more technology becomes available, we'll definitely be considering that if it is possible in the future. Just purchased a Pro. I'm beyond excited. Just hope it's as good as it looks and sounds. I'd love to be in San Diego, but unfortunately I'm in the East Coast. Congratulations, Ulysses. Can't wait to get you the Pro. Where's the firm in Spain? Marius, I don't know exactly. Pete would have a better idea. I believe I've heard it's near Barcelona. I personally have not been there yet. Does the motor make much noise? Jesse, it's almost silent if you're riding. Like, you can't hear it. If it's like a really still day and there's no wind and you're barely going, you might hear a light hum, like a, but like almost no noise. Nobody else will hear it. I got a stimulus check and the Babymaker the next day, so all my future Babymaker rides will be compliments of Uncle Sam. Awesome. Awesome. The government paid for your Babymaker. In case of accident, broken rear wheel, I need to reach FLX to obtain one. Jorge, yes, unless you've got a bike shop that will be able to swap like the rim and spokes, swap that stuff over to a new wheel, you probably need to get it from us. Is there something to protect the wheels from getting damaged? I'm worried that it might pop easily on the streets of New York. Nicholas, you can get inserts like from Tanis to go inside the wheel, like foam inserts to make them, basically they replace the inner tube. So it makes it basically like a tubeless tire. You may be able to find some tubeless kits as well, or you could get the Tanis tubeless tires themselves. Bill, how many bikes have you sold? I think we're near 8,000 now. Looking forward to going out on my Babymaker on Sunday, blowing all the guys away in the cycling clubs on their carbon 5 to 10K pound racers. Awesome, Eric. Can't wait for that as well. That's one of the most fun things about riding a Babymaker. If I decide to purchase an external battery charger to carry with me, what would you suggest? A-Cruise, I suggest getting that from us. Those are the only ones that we can guarantee will work because we made them. So I really recommend getting that from us. It is a 42 volt charger. Could you have an external battery been connected to the charger port to extend range? At the moment, no. It may be possible, but we can't endorse that. It has been suggested many times. We got that in mind. I got a Pro and a pump. Awesome, Jesse. Just 1 second. I'm going to do one last round of questions and then end the live and try and knock out some of my to-do work stuff. I still got a lot of people to pay and things to get done here. So let's roll through these real quick. Can you describe the charging process? Yes, you get a charger, and then it's kind of just like your laptop where you have somewhere to plug it in. On the left side of the bike, just below the handlebars, you just stick it in the port there, charge it for 2 hours, and it'll be full. Can we get replacement brown tires for the Sterling? Yes, we will be stocking those with the UK bikes. Have a UK plug for the charger. Trevnon, we're working on that. No guarantee on that. Worst case, you'll need a adapter plug, but we're doing our best. How's the bike ride with no pedal assist? Obviously, the BM isn't geared, but how does it compare? Very similar to a beach cruiser, Ross. Like any single speed bike with no power, you do have to put some effort in, and it's not geared, so it's just like that. No rolling resistance from the motor. Can we drive down and pick up our bike, or do we have to wait for shipment? Jesse, you have to wait for the shipment. We won't be accepting pickups for the Babymakers. What you recommend for exercise in the neighborhood? Venom, I think I already answered that. Do some running, bike riding, something like that. Thanks for your time. A Cruise. Thank you for being here. What's the average distance I can go on level 5 on a race from Fort Lauderdale to the Florida Keys? That's something I can't answer. It depends on so many factors. For me personally, level 5, I get about 20 miles. I'm 160 pounds, and that's on like mildly hilly terrain and just level 5, crushing it as fast as I can. Pros and cons of Babymaker Pro and normal. Very similar performance. You get better brakes with the pros, and you get the belt, which lasts longer and it's just cooler, it's quieter. You also get the ISIS cranks, which are less slip resistant, more slip resistant, basically slip proof, so the cranks won't wear like they may on other bikes. The Babymaker base is still great. It does have a chain and rim brakes and square cranks. Is there a battery meter to know when the battery finishes charging? Yes, the light on the charger will turn green when it's done charging, so you know. Fred, great to have you in here. I'm just leaving though. I'm heading out in like 1 minute. I see you're back in the Facebook group too. So welcome back. Congrats to you guys. Thank you so much, Jesse. Thanks, Rob. Super interesting. Can't wait. How about doing ultra cool lightweight concept bike, cover parts everywhere, bring the weight to 27 pounds, rocket bike. NDC, that would be awesome. It will be quite expensive, so let us know if you're seriously interested in that. All right, guys, I'm going to end the live there. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you very much for believing in us and being here for the ride. Look out for more updates, probably more tomorrow and the next day as the campaign comes to a close on Sunday at midnight. This time, no more extensions. We've absolutely got the maximum we could get out of Indiegogo. So thanks again, guys. Can't wait to get you the bikes and talk soon. Bye.